you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn about essential oils and real estate. My name is Tyann Flannery. I am Essential Oil Fox. I'm also a local real estate agent in the greater Tampa Bay area, and I use essential oils in my real estate business. So we're going to dive into what you guys can do and how you can empower yourselves to use essential oils to elevate your real estate business for yourself as well as for your clients. So you could be a lender, a title agent, or a real estate agent, as well as a broker. All of these things are really moldable to whichever sector of real estate you are in. So the way I would like to do this, I'm going to be screen sharing a PowerPoint with you guys here in just a few minutes. But we're going to go over what essential oils are, how to properly use them, and then dive into the nitty-gritty of what to do with specific oils during specific things that pop up during real estate. Alrighty, so without further ado, let me screen share with you guys. All right. Essentially sold. Real estate, essential oils for real estate professionals. I've been a real estate agent for about 4 years and doing essential oils as a business about the same amount of time. For me, my business, they never separated. It was always, I'm using oils for my mental and emotional state to help support me in my real estate side. I started out with KW and I did Bold, and I learned a lot about anchoring during Bold, which we'll talk a little bit about further into this presentation. But essential oils are amazing for anchoring habits. So as a real estate agent, you know you need to have a lot of great habits set into stone to keep your prospecting and your pipelines full. So, alrighty, what are essential oils? Essential oils are aromatic compounds extracted from plants. Super simple, guys. So basically, they take a plant, and it will either come from the flower, the stems, the bark, the seeds, and they cold press or steam distill them to get the most essential oils out of the plant. Depending on what part of the plant they come from, they're going to have different benefits for your body on a physical, mental, and emotional level, which is pretty neat. So essential oils are effective. They're incredibly potent, and doTERRA's essential oils are incredibly pure. So they are natural and they're safe to use. They are aromatic compounds extracted from plants for health benefits. And essential oils are going to work with your body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. So essential oils are not going to be like the Band-Aid on to the health issue. They're going to work to fix the health issue, which is really important. Because the modern approach to healthcare currently is we treat the symptoms, not the cause. So essential oils, because they can work on a cellular level, are going to start working on the causes as you start shifting your lifestyle into the direction you need to reduce your stress and become more elevated in your workspace. Why doTERRA? So doTERRA is the company that I work for and the company that I use in my home. They are the #1 essential oil company globally. There are over 6 million users in doTERRA currently. They are the most tested brand of essential oils and the most trusted oil company globally. Their plants that they use, they go into the world where the plants will grow naturally and where they are harvested. What they do is they have a thing called co-impact sourcing. What co-impact sourcing is they'll go to a country where the plant grows the best in the best soil, the most natural, and that a lot of times might be third world nations. And the way essential oils have worked in the past is farmers got paid pennies a day, and then these vials were sent out, processed, and sold for hundreds of dollars. And then the farmers weren't getting the money, and there was no investment back into the land. So doTERRA decided in 2008 that they were going to shift the paradigm. And what they chose to do is cut out all the middlemen, go directly to the farmers, and they support the farmers. They teach them sustainable practices. They build wells, they build infrastructure, school, roads, all these systems to really help these farmers thrive and survive and protect the crop, which is super important. So doTERRA doesn't own the crops that they are grown. They pay directly to the farmers through an initiative called co-impact sourcing. And they actually were just recently nominated by the United Nations and acknowledged for the differences that they're making in third world nations, which is absolutely phenomenal because the essential oil world is kind of a messy place. So doTERRA's oils are verified pure. They're free of fillers and contaminants. Most oils on the market that have been tested by third-party companies have shown them to have some sort of fillers in them. A lot of them have synthetics in them. So if you've ever used an oil and been like, oh, it didn't work for me, it probably wasn't a pure essential oil. And just because the bottle says pure, that doesn't exactly mean that it does anything. There's no regulation on that. That's like the word natural on something. It doesn't mean anything. So just for security, just so you guys are aware, the FDA and doTERRA are working hand in hand, which is pretty amazing because they're one of the first oil companies to openly work with the FDA. And they test every bottle on 7 different levels through a third party. And then that 7-level testing is done 3 times. So it is not ever brought into a doTERRA facility immediately for testing. It's gone through a different company. And on the bottom of every bottle, there is a lovely, let me grab one. Let me show you guys. On the bottom of every bottle, there is a bunch of, a bunch of little numbers here. You would take those numbers and put them into a website called Source to You, and it'll give you the exact chemistry of the oil in the bottle, when it was harvested, where it was harvested, and who harvested it, which is absolutely amazing. So my number one advice to anyone using oils is always check that the company you're working with is completely transparent. And if they are, they're going to show you the chemistry of your bottle. Compare it to doTERRA. You guys will see the difference right away. All right, so that's the stringent third-party testing that doTERRA goes through. Now, so my heartbeat in this company is co-impact sourcing. And I talked a little bit about that a second ago, but I really want to drive this home because for me, I like to be a part of something bigger than me. So when I look at an essential oil bottle, I don't just see hope for me, I see hope for the world. And that being said, it's that doTERRA isn't just an oil company. They are human first, which I find really important. And they have a slogan, if it's not good business for everyone, it's not good business for anyone. So what they do as a company through co-impact sourcing, they also have a nonprofit side called Healing Hands. And these are the 2 subsets that were just recognized by the United Nations. But they support and grow the communities and teach them the farming practices for sustainably harvesting that oil, which I think is absolutely profound because these oils aren't going to be here forever if we don't protect this environment. And it's their job to teach these farmers and to educate them on how to do it. A huge aspect of this is empowering women in doTERRA. A lot of the people who are doing all of the hard labor are women in these third world nations. And so they're sustainably teaching them how to farm. They're paying them more than fair wages. And then they're teaching these women how to save money, buy land, go to school, support their families, which is pretty cool because a lot of them just end up spending their whole day harvesting oils and getting water. And once doTERRA builds water wells and everything in that aspect of it, they now have fresh water in their communities and farms, which is so amazing. It was so shocking to me when I researched a company called Charity Water and learned how many people in this world are without fresh water. So if you want to go down that rabbit hole, look up Charity Water. They're absolutely amazing. All right. So how to use essential oils. Essential oils are more than just pretty bottles sitting on your shelf. You want to be able to use them. Nobody ever wants to buy something and not use it. So you can use essential oils aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically is probably my favorite way to use oils. The way that I would recommend using them the most in real estate is going to be aromatically. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to use the essential oil and put a drop into your hand, make a cup, cover your nose, and inhale it. And then topically would be, you would apply it topically to your skin, diluted with a carrier oil, such as fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, sesame seed oil. Pretty much any oil you have in your kitchen will work as a carrier oil. And then internally, you can use essential oils in food when you're cooking. You can take them internally in a gel capsule to support your immune system, as well as put them in a blended beverage. Now, that being said, not all essential oils are ingestible. So if you are going to go down the route of ingesting them, I would strongly suggest doing a lot of research on it. On the doTERRA bottle, it will have if it is a supplemental fat versus just an oil. And if you're interested in learning more on that, that's a whole other topic that I can talk to you guys about. But for all intensive purposes of this class, we're not going to be talking internally, simply aromatically through diffusing and applying an oil to your hands and inhaling it directly. So how do essential oils work? Aromatically, when you smell an essential oil, it's going to go through your nasal cavity and into your olfactory bulb. Your olfactory bulb butts up against your limbic system. The limbic system in your brain controls your emotions. It controls your hunger. It's going to control what is relaxing to you. It's going to stimulate you. It's going to do all of the things that have to do with fight or flight. So it's a super powerhouse for kind of your whole brain systems and how you do, what you think, what you feel. So when you smell a certain essential oil, depending on the oil, it's going to elicit different reactions in your brain chemically. So that's why aromatically is so, so, so powerful for your overall mental and emotional states. All right, so how do we use these oils for real estate? Let's elevate your life and business. All right, essential oils for stress. As real estate agents, we never get stressed, right? So I love this graphic because some days in real estate, I'm like, yeah, I'm not stressed out. I'm just going. I'm like, and I feel like this lady, like, I'm 46. I look great, right? Anyone else ever been there where you have this transaction falling apart, this client's going crazy, not that we ever have crazy clients, right? And then everything just seems to kind of like hit the fan at the same time. Well, in those moments, you can use essential oils for stress relief. Again, at this point, we're talking about aromatic for the most part. The oils that you want to go to first would be something like lavender. doTERRA has an essential oil called Breathe. Now, Breathe is a blend that's done by doTERRA. It's very minty and eucalyptusy, and what you're going to feel and experience with that, it's going to completely open up your nasal cavity, and as you inhale it, it's going to flood your brain with oxygen. Why that's important with stress. So when we're stressed out, we typically do shallow breathing. It can lead to anxiety and panic attacks. The deeper you breathe, the slower you breathe, the more you're going to calm yourself back down. The essential oil Breathe kind of forces that to happen on a speed train in your brain, which is pretty amazing. And it's also phenomenal just for respiratory relief in the first place. So if you're experiencing anything having to do with cough, congestion, sinuses, this is a perfect oil for that as well. Frankincense is one of the king of all oils, people say. Frankincense is an incredibly grounding oil. It works on your body on a cellular level to actually calm and soothe your cells, which your whole body is made up of millions and billions of cells. And when you actually get angry or agitated, your chemistry of your cells shifts. So this is an oil that I would recommend applying topically down the back of your spine, bottoms of your feet, or inhaling it. doTERRA Balance is a blend in doTERRA. It is their grounding blend. So if you can think about when you're stressed and anxious, this is the perfect blend for you. It's designed directly for that. You should be diffusing it or inhaling it aromatically out of your hands, applying it topically over your chest and the back of your neck. Pink pepper, I recently added this to my list of real estate oils. I sat in on a chemistry seminar back in September on this specific co-impact sourced plant. Pink pepper has higher amounts of lanolin in it than lavender. And for those of you going like, oh my God, my eyes are rolling in my head, she just said a word, I have no idea. Lanolin is what makes lavender calming. It's the chemical component in the essential oil that makes it soothing. So pink pepper is more calming and more grounding than you're gonna find lavender to be. Copaiba is an oil that has a cannabinoid in it, beta-caryophyllene. So it's going to be an oil to help with anxious feelings and grounding you. It's also going to be an essential oil that works on your nervine system in your body to help soothe your nervous system, which is pretty neat. Vetiver is an essential oil that is a very thick root oil, and it is going to act as a sedative on your body. A lot of people, you can go online, you'll find recipes for like liquid Xanax. Vetiver is something that will always be in those recipes. It is also co-impact sourced from Haiti, which is pretty cool. So when you buy a bottle of Vetiver, you're changing lives of Haitian farmers. All right, so then oils for issues related to stress. So when you get stressed out, your stomach usually hurts, your immune system drops, and you can typically get headaches. So on this side here, I have a list of doTERRA Digescen. Digescen is a blend of oils to support your stomach. It is phenomenal for nausea, diarrhea, stomach upset, irritable bowels, things like that. You would simply apply it topically to the outside of your stomach. doTERRA On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend. This is going to be a blend that supports your immune system. You can apply it topically, diffuse it to cleanse your space, or take it internally in a soft gel. And for convenience, doTERRA already has it pre-formulated into a supplement. And then peppermint oil is an absolutely phenomenal oil for headaches. So if you're having a stressed out day, you're spending all day in your back office or your dot loops, and you're losing your mind over your contracts and your head is just raging, my first thing I would say is reach for a glass of water, drink a whole 8 ounces of water, and then apply peppermint topically to your hairline, next to your eyes, and the back of your neck. All right, essential oils for productivity. Now this is huge for me. So this is kind of where my start with oils in real estate happened. I mentioned I took Bold when I first was in Keller Williams, which is kind of a 8-week course to launch your business and get moving with it. And they teach you a lot about prospecting. And for me, prospecting, even to this day, is something I kind of have to like eat the frog with. I choke it down. I just am not someone who wants to be cold calling. I have a very hard time asking people for business. So you can use essential oils to elicit emotions in yourself to literally physically motivate you to get all of your work done. doTERRA has a blend called Motivate, and it's going to do exactly that. When you're looking for oils for productivity, just think citruses and mints. Anything citrus and minty is going to really help boost and stimulate your mind. Motivate is a blend of citrus oils and mint oils in particular, and it's an oil that is going to emotionally support you and give you courage to do things that make you scared, anxious, and nervous. It's been completely formulated for those reactions and chemically or clinically tested, which is really cool. Peppermint essential oil is going to be invigorating. It's going to stimulate your mind. Wild orange is going to wake you up. It's going to be refreshing. Lemon's the same thing. Lemon's bright. It's bold. It's very cleansing. These are all oils you could be diffusing or applying topically to your skin. doTERRA Passion is a blend that doTERRA makes that has a very nice kind of cinnamon spice, citrusy smell to it, as well as a round back note of vanilla. It is an oil that emotionally is going to elicit your passion in life and relight your fire, right? So in real estate, I had to talk a lot with my broker when I first started about my why. Why am I doing this? What gets me out of bed every morning and makes me pick up the phone and call people, the dialing for dollars? If you're a lender, this is the same thing. What makes you keep prospecting for new agents? And if you're a title agency, you're doing the same thing. You're reaching out to agents every single day. Hey, I would like to sit down with you. Would you be interested in learning about my title agency? Right? These are all oils that you can use in the different spectrums of real estate professionals to increase your productivity. If you're a team leader, these would be great to be diffusing in your office space to keep your team awake, alert, and on top of it. Cheer is a blend that is very cheerful. It's warm, it's spicy, and it's citrusy. So it's going to be one that just elevates the mood in the room. So if you ever have a day where they're just dragging their feet, no one's making their calls, no one's hitting their sales points and their dollars, this is an oil that can like reinstill that bit of excitement into your real estate, team members or transaction coordinators, things like that. Alrighty. Oils for, oh, you know what though? I have another note. I want to go back to that one more time. Okay, so in Bold, this is what I wanted to say on this. In Bold, we learned about anchoring, right? So doing specific actions every single day, creating habits that anchor your mindset to do something. And I was taught this thing where you take your hand and you go, I'm getting better and better every single day, better and better every single way. And you take your left hand, you take your right hand and make a pointer finger and hit it in between your fingers. And the physical action becomes an anchor for the mindset, right? So when I was in Bold and I was going over all that, I had the question, well, aromatherapy is the fastest way to pull a memory out of your mind, right? Have you ever smelled something, guys, and been somewhere and it transitioned you from time to place? Like walking down the street and you smell something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that reminds me of my grandma's apple pie or something like that. It literally can transcend your body to a different mental time and place. So the idea that I got back then was, oh, if I use the same oil every single day and tell myself I am a phenomenal cold caller, I'm going to get clients today and roll this oil on and make my calls. My hypothesis was eventually, will this oil trigger the mindset of, oh, it's time to make my calls. I'm a killer real estate agent and I'm going to get business today. And it worked. It worked to a crazy degree. So I used a blend of peppermint and wild orange. Motivate didn't exist back then. And anytime I smell the two of those oils together, to this day, my brain goes to, oh, I need to pick up my phone. Like I just instantly grab my phone. So it skipped all of the madness of like, oh, I'm good at this, I'm great at that. The scent triggers the act of physically calling somebody. So it's super, super, super potent and powerful at creating new habits and drawing out new pathways in your brain through aromatherapy. So you guys, this is a huge game changer for you. And if you want more information on that specific thing, I do teach a class on habits and aromatherapy. And I can get you guys a video on that as well. Okay, oils for driving. So as a real estate professional, a lot of times we spend a lot of time in our cars. For me personally, I don't have a micro niche in my real estate business. I have sold all over the greater Bay Area. Some days I'm in Clearwater, some days I'm in Wesley Chapel to New Tampa, back down to South St. Pete. I mean, I will be all over the place driving. My kids go to school in Lutz. I live in Seminole Heights. It's kind of insane. I'm just like a hopping all over the highway. The only way for me that I feel less stressed when I'm working out of my car on my cell phone, juggling the mirage of life that I carry, is diffusing essential oils in my car. Oils while driving is an amazing benefit to add to your business, especially if you're driving a client around, or if you yourself are just hopping from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting and having a busy day, and then you get stuck in traffic or things that are out of your control. It'll really help calm and soothe your emotions. Balance, we talked about that oil. It's a grounding blend. This is really going to help ground you in your car space. Lemon oil, wild orange, lavender, cheer and motivate again. Any citrus oil is going to elicit positivity and great feelings. So when you're in a space like driving, a lot of us can get kind of bogged down by traffic or just like the having to go from here to there to here to there. These oils are going to really help elevate your mood in your car so that when you step out of your car and you go to show that listing, you are already in the mindset of, this is a great day. I've got this. Let's show this house. Okay. And on that note, oils to sell a house. So say you walk into a listing, and I'm sure you guys have done this before if you're an actual real estate agent or even a title agent. You go to an open house and there's like a funk in the air and you're like, oh my God, the smell in here is just like, holy hell, what is this? You can use essential oils to sell houses, right? When we use essential oils, you can elicit emotions. And when you're selling a house, you're eliciting emotions from the buyer walking in, as well as the seller selling the property. From a buy side, say you do an open house, right? You want it beautiful, you want it staged, you want it to look good. And all of those things are going to help your sale. But if it smells like some grandma's cat in there, you're totally done for. Nobody's going to envision their life in that space with some funky odor. A lot of essential oils are deodorizing, which is really amazing. So if you have a diffuser in the home, have it going, you can deodorize the space. The Oil Purify, which is at the bottom of the list here, is a deodorizing blend. It's got lemongrass, it's got the sweet smells to it. It kind of smells fresh, clean, like a linen scent. And as you diffuse it, it's going to actually put the essential oils into aromatic compounds into the space of the air, and they're going to attach to the odor molecules and deodorize it. Super freaking cool, you guys. When you're diffusing oils for an open house, you can diffuse specific oils to elicit specific emotions from people walking through your property. You can diffuse calming oils. If you have a space that has a lot of chaos, a lot of clutter, I would highly recommend oils that are calming. Lavender, balance, cedarwood, serenity, oils that are going to ground people down. If it is a beautiful space and it's got a lot of natural light, I would do something super uplifting. So anything citrus is going to be uplifting again. Cheer is a blend that has citrus oils in it. It's just going to make people kind of walk in and feel at home and like, wow, it feels inspiring in this space, and they're going to want to be there more. For oils, I have this on here for holidays. So right now we're going into holiday. We are in holiday season, I should say, but you should be diffusing oils seasonally. So in spring, you should be diffusing oils that are refreshing, floral, bright. During the holiday winter season, you can be diffusing oils that are spicy and they're warm and they're comforting and they remind people of sitting by a warm fire at Christmas. There are all sorts of plants that make those smells, and they're going to do phenomenal things to your environment. Anything, for the most part, warm, spicy, and a fir, oil like fir, such as firs and cinnamons, they're going to be cleansing the air, which is phenomenal because during the holiday season, you're going to have people coming through there with tons of germs, coughing, sneezing, touching stuff. So essential oils, when you use a diffuser, they put the oils into the air. And what they're going to do is they're going to purify the space and the environment. So it's a really great added benefit from walking in and it smelling like Christmas to knowing that, oh man, now I'm cleansing this space as well. This is, oh, let me go back. What just happened? This is a diffuser blend that I personally love doing at open houses. It's bergamot, lavender, and lime. So it's 4 drops bergamot, 2 drops lime, 2 drops lavender, 3 drops lime. It's very uplifting and calming at the same time. So it makes you, when you walk into that scent, you get this emotional feeling of happy and calm, but yet inspired all at the same time. All right, so emotions and oils. I put this wheel up here that you guys can go back to and look at, but if you just look at where it says citruses, these are the things they're gonna dispel. So if you're feeling discouraged, gloomy, or distressed, or you don't want that feeling, you wanna be diffusing citrus oils. If you want to elicit feelings of, let's see. So if you're walking through your day, we'll get away from open houses. If you're going through your day and you're feeling discontent, angry, and bitter about something going on in your business, you want to be going through the herbs and the grasses and diffusing those or applying them topically to your pulse points. So you guys can come back to this graphic and use it. This emotions wheel is pretty great. But when you're looking at it, look at the words, and if you have that feeling, you need to use the oils above it to elicit the opposite feeling. Oils for closings. Now this to me is super important. So closings can be incredibly stressful. Sometimes they don't actually close. Sometimes you're waiting on numbers from a bank or a lender, or your closing disclosures aren't matching. Or if you're a title agent, you live in this every single day. The end of the month, we're that week right now. It's the beginning of the end of the month. You are in crazy crunch time. So it can be high stress in a title agency office, or just at a closing if you do it remotely. You can use a diffuser in a closing to elevate the client's experience and to calm them down. So you can set the tone of the closing before it even begins. Super important, in my opinion, to have that level of kind of control in the space so that they're not walking in already slightly nervous and anxious to have something go wrong and elevate that mood. You can have oils diffusing that kind of just constantly are grounding and calming them down. Eliciting a stress-free emotional response simply by diffusing the oils. This is huge. So when you're at closing, I would say anything calming or soothing, guys. That other blend actually would be great. You could do a lavender and a citrus. doTERRA has an oil called Serenity that is a calming blend. And it's got, it's kind of like soft florals and vanilla. It's amazing for just soothing your mood. So keep calm. It's closing day. There's an oil for that. Oils for your real estate clients. I give my clients, when they close on a home, a oil starter kit. I absolutely love it. These essential oils can be used for your health, your wellness, your mood, and your mental health. So for clients, they love it because now they have a bunch of oils to start off in their new home. They can purify their environment. They can protect their families. They can support their immune systems, and they get this awesome diffuser with me. The picture here is the Home Essentials kit. And I just say things like, oh, you know, this Home Essentials kit is perfect. Thank you for trusting me with your business. And then I trust you to take care of this home. It comes with oh my goodness. It comes with a diffuser and the top 10 oils. So on that note, buying oils. How do we get started and buy oils that can elevate our life and business with doTERRA? The way doTERRA works is you can shop retail or wholesale. Wholesale is simply that. It's like Sam's or Costco. You pay $35 for the year and you get access to all of the doTERRA products for 25% off. The membership is included in any kit if you want to buy a kit, or you can just simply pay the $35 and add oils a la carte to your shopping cart and check out. With doTERRA Wholesale, there is no minimum orders monthly required. There's no required auto ship. You are not selling doTERRA. Again, simple wholesale. $35, you save 25% on everything you buy from this company for the next year. And then at your year renewal, it's $25 to renew, and they mail you a bottle of peppermint for free, which is $24. So you keep $1 a year to keep your membership going, which is really amazing. All right, so in the month of November, they're doing a free 50 when you open an account with 100. So if you spend $100 in doTERRA on product, you get $50 to shop within doTERRA in December. The PV is product value. All oils, it's dollar per point. So if you buy $50 in essential oils, or sorry, if you buy $100 in essential oils, you're gonna get $50 to shop with in December. Today is Cyber Monday, so the special that I am running is if you open your account today and you spend the 100, I will match doTERRA's 50. So if you spend 100, you get 100, which is pretty cool. So you get 50 in your account from doTERRA on December 15th, and then I will give you 50 more on that same day. The kit that covers all the oils we talked about today is the Home Essentials Kit. There are so many options for kits, but this is the most popular kit that we have and our most sold to real estate professionals. It's going to include the top 10 oils and a diffuser, as well as a user guide book, membership, and 50 free points to shop with in December. Today, it would be 100 free points to shop with in December. If you guys have any questions, I'm here to answer them for you. My website is www.mydoterra.com. And I thank you so much for coming on here and taking a few minutes out of your day to talk about how to elevate your business using essential oils. Let me go ahead and stop this. All right, so thank you guys again so much for tuning in. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My direct contact is area code 813-857-6993, or you can find me on Facebook at Tyann Flannery or on Instagram at Tyann Danielle. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Feel free to share this out with anybody you know who would be interested in real estate and essential oils to up their productivity. All right, bye.